That should be right.
So let's just let him go. Let him go, everybody. You got it, Earth.
Hold on. You want me to I can say something now?
Go ahead.
I don't want to get blocked or something.
Wait, let's let Tariq is not here. Let's wait for Tariq to come.
Don't run now.
Okay, Tariq's here. Go ahead.
I'm here.
Okay, hold on. Please don't take my camera off though, because I want to provide some receipts, because that's what I do when I go to talk. I don't like to just talk. I like to provide the documents to prove what I'm saying.
Oh.
So, but I have a couple simple questions, because I see that y'all is just trying to undermine the Aboriginal movement. So I'm gonna ask you a couple questions, because you said that our lineage in the Americas goes back to Africa, right?
Some. And there are Aboriginal people here who were black.
One moment, guys. So you said Americas. Are you including the Caribbean in this?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, there you go.
Because the real scholars of this knowledge know that the kings lived in the islands and controlled the mainland from the islands. That's another thing that this man is doing, and is disenfranchising us from the people in the islands. But you can look up King Philip's War, and it very clearly shows that the people in the islands were taken from the north, brought into the islands, changed into Christianity, and then brought back around the land.
Slow down. Who's disenfranchising who from what?
Well, I mean, that basically, when you say that the Haitians, who are the Arawat people, that means the children of the sun, and I know you don't really know the cultures. You're not really a scholar of this stuff. You're just making up stuff as we go along up here. But
I haven't even said nothing.
So are you
I haven't even talked.
I want to have a scholarly discussion with you.
But you just made an accusation.
Let's let him go. Let him go.
One moment.
Okay, you just made. I haven't even said nothing.
A little bit low.
I haven't even said nothing.
I'm going to ask you a question. Are you basing that we have African...
1 minute, Earth. 1 minute. I'm trying to make sure Tariq is heard. Tariq, you sound a little bit low.
Okay, can you guys hear me? We good?
That's better. That's better. Yeah.
Earth, hold on 1 second. Earth. Can you just calm down and just, if you got a question, because you doing all this passive aggressive stuff. I haven't said nothing. You're like, well, you don't know nothing. You ain't got the knowledge. You calm all that down, bro. Talk to me like a man. Don't do all that feminine bullshit. Just talk, bro. I don't know you. I don't know anything about you, brother. I don't even know why you mad, all right? Because you've been, I don't know if you've been mad at me for whatever, and you've imagined that we've got some kind of relationship. You're a stranger. I don't know why you hostile. You already worked up and making false accusations. I haven't even said anything. See, you leading people astray. But don't do that. I'm here. Just talk to me about what we're talking about now. I don't know you.
Work up here.
I don't know what your ideology is, brother. I don't even know what you're talking about, to be honest.
So I'm going to break it down.
Let's do this. Let's do this, because I'm not going to have no bad faith argument. What's your real issue you have with me personally? Let's stop this bullshit, because now you plebiscite babbling. What issue do you have with me?
Question, you got to allow me to answer you.
Okay, I'm asking you, because you talking.
All right, well, allow me to answer you.
The king of Haiti was, and you don't know about the king of Haiti. We ain't doing that.
Because you've been saying that the Haitians are different and that they are immigrants to North America, and all of that is bull crap. That's a lie.
How are they not immigrants?
Because the Arawat people are the same people, just like the Taino.
Then why do they have to immigrate here?
See, right, you're not even letting me.
Why do they have to immigrate here
right now? Because I'm going to.
No, you're not going to. Why do Haitians have to immigrate here then?
First of all, that's not immigration. When you're coming from the islands to the mainland, that's something that Caucasians made up, and you're perpetuating. You're helping them.
How do you get deported then? Why do they get deported?
The Haitians are the Arawat people. The word Arawat
means. Then why do they have to immigrate here?
You want me to answer, or do you want to just keep
because you just plebiscite babbling?
Well, okay, no, because I actually know the real histories, and I'm
no, you don't, sir. This is jail babble. This is
I have the documents to prove
saying shit.
I have the documents to prove what I'm saying. I have the documents to prove this is what I do for
Dude, you are a tether.
Okay. All right. So let me ask you a couple questions.
You're a babbling tether. You're just saying shit for attention.
What are you basing?
You were just saying shit.
We have African lineage on. What are you basing?
You're just saying shit.
I want to know. I'm asking you a question.
I'm not going to.
It's in my own lineage. I know. It's in my own lineage. I'm a Dunbar. We have castles in Antigua, which is in the islands.
You just saying
castles in the mainland. So I'm not just babbling. This is
Yes,
in my
you
own
are.
genealogy.
You're not making any sense.
You're a liar. You're a
just
liar,
saying
dude.
shit.
You're a liar.
You just want attention, sir.
Man, listen, listen, I've changed the earth, homeboy. I'm the only person in human history to ever translate any Olmec stuff.
Is this
anything
dude on
from
crack?
around
Is
the
it
world.
crack?
You haven't done anything like
talking.
that.
This is crack talk.
You're on Vlad TV. You're
This
on
is
there.
crack talk.
One moment, because we got to keep. We can't say certain words.
Yeah.
So here's
Okay.
the issue.
Okay, my bad. I'm sorry.
Earth.
I'm sorry.
Earth. Wait. Oh, go ahead, Tariq.
I'm sorry. I don't want to say the wrong thing, but this is plebiscite babble. This is just somebody trying to get attention. This is somebody trying to get some attention, family. This is the
because
problem.
everybody knows me.
Nobody knows you, dude.
Yeah, dude.
Nobody
At the
knows
end
you.
of the
You're trying to get clout. You just saying anything. You talking about
everybody knows who I am.
You just saying shit. I ain't about to argue with this fool.
Yeah, dude.
Right, no,
Haiti is a different country, dude. At the end of the day.
Answer the question. Answer the
So
question.
here's the thing. Tariq, let me say this to him. If you are Caribbean and Tariq is talking about FDA heritage, you are not included in that statement. You are not foundational to this land. We're not doing the 13 colonies. We're not doing Pan-American Indianism. When we say American Indian, we are talking about those in the United States of America, and I ain't calling it the mainland.
Yes, yeah. Haiti is a different nation. That's the thing. What is wrong with you? You don't understand.
This guy talking about they don't have to immigrate here. Okay, if you saying stuff like that, I ain't got nothing to talk about because you just saying shit. You saying Haitians don't have to immigrate here? That's a lie. We ain't got nothing to talk about. You just saying stuff. I don't waste my time like that.
All right. Well, that was the debate. Didn't make no.
Yeah,
First off,
He
came out the gate sassy and throwing sneak
As hell.
He didn't even try to enter the debate like with any like respect or anything like that. He came off disingenuous, throwing shots and shade for no reason.
Please get off the camera.
Yeah, I don't do all that sassy. I don't do that sassy nigga talk. You don't call, hey Tariq, you leading the people astray. Clock that T. Don't come at me with all that whole ass stuff. You talking to me like a man, man.
Mouth shut. You do it with anybody else, Jerry Callboy.
Yeah,
you do it with anybody else, you Jerry Callboy.
Dude, stop it.
Stop that.
Dude, stop it. Little old sassy, smoked out little old punk. Let's stop it. You ain't built like that, homie.
All you do.
You ain't built like that.
You
little
zesty
jealous
as hell.
punk. You jealous of me,
You acting
boy.
like you ain't zesty every day.
jealous,
Walking
boy.
around zesty as hell.
Boy, you jealous as hell of me.
My
you
man,
wanna be me. You jealous as hell. You broke, dusty with a nappy, raggedy beard sitting over there looking punked out. You got a janky over here. You a punk
out there. Talking
Yeah, you a
Vladimir
punk
TV.
Boy, you ain't
What
built
the
like
hell?
that. You jealous because ain't nobody paying attention to you,
Vladimir.
homie. That's
Your
what that
best friend
is,
is
boy.
Vlad.
You jealous, boy. You just saying stuff. You like a gossiping woman.
Invaders to the
You just
America.
saying stuff.
That's your
You
best
saying
friend.
stuff, boy.
Like, let's be real. Your
Let's
best
be
friend
real.
is
You a
the
punk. Just
invaders
shut up.
here, homeboy.
You jealous
You're
of
an
me,
invader.
boy.
You're the
You are
police.
jealous.
You're the police, homie.
Oh, stop
That's
it.
a fact.
That's a projection.
You get paid.
Because you came up in here
to
sounding
cause
like an op.
dissension.
Boy, you just
You're
running
gonna
your
call
mouth like a
somebody
woman.
foundational instead of
You
aboriginal.
running your mouth like
you
a woman.
lame. You a
You
lame.
running. You a tether, and you mad because you are not from my lineage. You a
You
whining
Italian Russian, you lame.
You a whining tether.
I don't know who the hell you
And
think you
smoked
talking
out
to,
and
boy.
skinny and
I'm
ain't
the
gonna bust
real
a
prince
grape.
of these lands.
You ain't gonna
You are
do nothing.
and your tongue will
Failed
confess.
You a
land,
punk.
land
All
that
said
needs to
and done
be
here, little
developed.
boy.
The
Yeah, you a
Caribbean
little
ain't
punk.
doing too good, and you
What's
losing
the
your
ab?
power.
What's
the
run that
ab
up your
mean?
FBI
Okay,
chain,
yeah,
little
yeah, yeah.
boy.
What does the ab mean in Aboriginal? I just want to know what does the ab mean?
Are we
This
finished,
little
Tariq?
sassy punk.
Lame.
Are we finished,
Lame.
Tariq?
Yeah,
with
Yeah, you
Earth?
just keep whining.
Yeah,
Get
no,
out of
I
here.
wanted to ask him what does the ab mean in Aboriginal? What does ab mean, right? Because we look at abnormal and aboriginal. Doesn't that mean? I'm trying to understand. See, this is the thing, right? And I get what the brother's saying. That's someone with American Indian lineage, right? But he's talking about. I get what he's talking about. But my thing is, why aren't they Arawakking in Haiti? Why aren't they Arawakking in Haiti, right? You trying to Arawak their way to the United States of America. Why aren't they Arawakking in Haiti, right? That's what
None
I'm
of
trying
it
to
makes
understand.
sense. None of it makes sense because it's plebiscite jail babble. None of it makes sense. And we shouldn't try to make sense out of it. We got to understand where it comes from. It comes from these people who nobody pays attention to. And they have a problem with people like me and others who are influential. People like to listen to us. Don't nobody listen to that plebiscite babble. That's that stuff you talk about in jail to just get your days through and just kind of waste time and have something to do while you're doing your time. And they have that same mindset where nobody really wants to listen to it. That's why they have to come in these spaces trolling. That was trolling, ladies and gentlemen. And that's the problem. problem. We got a lot of cats on these spaces who want attention. They want people to come to their pages to hear their plebiscite babble. So they want to sit here and waste time talking incessantly about nothing and just talking in circles, talking about he done changed the earth and there was a king in the ocean and I ain't wasting my time with that. You talk to a drunk person in front of 7-Eleven about stuff like that. That's time wasting. A lot of these people want to sit up here and waste our damn time, ladies and gentlemen. And we shouldn't let them do that.
Yes, yes, indeed. Another thing, notice how when he comes off, that's how he has an issue that he doesn't want to say. It's not an intellectual issue. The fact that he threw that shade, he has a personal issue. It's something deeper than what he's saying. Because if it's an intellectual issue, he wouldn't have came off that way.
Right, and the thing is, they do these smokescreen arguments because they're embarrassed about what they really have a problem about. A lot of these people are not from the lineage at all. This is why they start talking the Aboriginal talk, and they start trying to tie in Haiti and the Arawaks because they're from the Caribbean somewhere. And if they start trying to tie in some of the Tainos and all of that and say, well, they were all a part of the Americas, that's them trying to backdoor their way into the damn lineage. That's what that is. Understand the plebiscite babble. That's why I said, well, Haitians immigrate here. How can they immigrate here and they really part of the Arawaks? That's a con game. That's them trying to backdoor their way into our lineage. He's the damn Caribbean tether. That's what that is, family. This is a musty ass, smoked out, dirt cookie eating Caribbean tether.
So I want to say to the people who are coming up now, our finger is on the trigger. If you're coming up here to plead Earth's case, he lost his case. Don't come behind him, please.
Yeah, okay? That's an official loss, and it's recorded, and it will be up. So, yeah, that's an official loss. He lost. Don't be, they were scared of me. That's not what happened.
And here's my thing, right? 98% of the Caribbean is Pan-African. So even if you want to go with the mainland and all that, it's only 2% of the Caribbean that believe in the mainland and this land and that land. They don't believe in that. So even if you want to go with that rhetoric, a lot of them don't, right? So again, we still got to focus on us first. If you want to go with the mainland rhetoric, we got to still focus on the mainland here, the United States of America. Get us done first. Charity starts at home, and then maybe we can help somebody if we feel like it. But we're not going to just jump on and help the world, and we are the world. We've been doing that for the last 65 years, pouring our empty cups into other people. Now it's time to be a little selfish and pour into our own cups. And there's nothing wrong with that. I don't get what's the issue with that.
Absolutely.
I have a theory, y'all. So these Caribbeans that are over here trying to force their way or tether their way onto our lineage is basically in what Leo calls cultural limbo, right? CARICOM is taking care of 15 Caribbean islands and 2 associate members, I think. But those who migrated off the island, where do they go? Right? I don't believe CARICOM is taking care of them as far as reparations and other things that CARICOM is asking for. But here, they're trying to tether on and say that we are all one, or they're saying they were harmed just as much as we were on this land, even though they came after the work was done. So being in New York, I'm seeing what the Caribbean is doing in our reparations meetings and stuff like that. And so those are the 2 things that I want to say. They're in cultural limbo, right? And because their island or CARICOM is not advocating for them, they expect us to take it on. But I told them they got to talk to their parents. They can't talk to us. We're not obligated to, we're not the adoption center of the world, right? Like, we're just not the adoption center. You got to force CARICOM, just like the Latinos got to go and force their Congressional Hispanic Caucus to go after Spain. Y'all cannot be showing up demanding that we take care of y'all. We've done enough. We've done enough. Thank you. Yeah.
Let me say something right quick too, because I'm tired. We deal with this even when we're not. This is the first time I was going live with Tariq, but damn near every time me and him has gone live, specifically on this platform, people come up here and are just so adamant about trying to destroy Tariq's character or something about him, like they legitimize him in any way, shape, or form. FBA is a lineage. You can come for Tariq if you like, but that does not take away from the lineage. We are still FBA. It does not change a damn thing. So yes, You can get up here and get your little 5 minutes of fame with the man of your dreams, because apparently that's what the last brother says. It sounded a little sweet to me. Like, I got too much energy. You got a little too much energy behind these words, and you ain't never even met this brother before. So if you want to get up here and get that off your chest, fine. But just be honest about that. That ain't got nothing to do with the damn lineage. Stop trying to act like one is it's synonymous. It's synonymous with the other. It's not the same, baby. We at FBA all day. That's a lineage. Tariq is a grown ass man. That's all I wanted to say.
Easy. You know why I think so I've been playing with this idea that Pan-Africanism and the African identity, people have invested so much in becoming this that FDA picking up steam or becoming what we classify ourselves as, it tears at the virtual fabric of their identity. And by tearing that out, they have to fight back. It's like cognitive dissonance, or it's got to be a clinical term for it. And Tariq, you the catalyst for that in their mind. So when they come up here to fight you, they're fighting for their identity. Right. And not being disconnected from the collective of foundation of Black Americans. Because it's simple for them to identify as an African, move to Africa, and just get into a tribe like Afro Think Tank or something, right? But they can't do that because their claim to fame is being us and then denigrating us to fit in with the others. I'll say it again. They denigrate us to fit in with the others. So they'll humble us so that they can get some favor from another group of people. It's truly sad, which is why Pan-Africans usually don't hear when people disrespect us. They only hear the response. So FBA Pan-Africanist typically will be the most self-hating ethnic person that you will find across the board.
Absolutely. And the thing is, man, their identity is tied in with us. See, they need the family. They need us. It's very important for us to be generic, unidentified Africans, generic Africans who's formless, shapeless. We just give everything that we do away to the Afro-Caribbeans and continental Africans. That's why anytime we do something, you see these people tie in Africa. Like if we create a certain music genre, we do hip hop, they say, well, in 3,000 years ago, they were rapping on a drum in a village in Tanzania, and that's where hip hop came from. So they get to claim that part of the culture. If we do jazz, they say, well, there was a finger piano in Ghana 3,000 years ago, and that's where jazz really came from. So when we start gatekeeping our culture here and say, okay, these are the things that we created here, and we are a specific ethnic group. We're not a formless, shapeless, generic African group. We are specifically from this land and foundational to this land. We're cutting all of these other people off from leeching off of our culture. Now they're wading in the water because a lot of these folks simply don't have a culture. Let's be real. This whole culture shit that they've been putting on us, that's a projection. They come over here telling us we don't have a culture. I don't know why for the longest people didn't start asking these people, can you please specify what your culture is? And when you ask them specifically, they can't tell you anything. These folks don't have a culture. They don't have a homeland. These are refugees. These are people who are landless, homeless, cultureless, identityless. So they project their own insecurities onto us. And now that we're not letting them do that no more, they're flapping in the water. And we're seeing what's happening. Now, with this immigration thing, these folks got to duck and dodge and bob and weave and hide from the ICE trucks because we ain't out there stomping for them, protecting them no more. So now they have to fight their own battles, which they're not really built to do. So instead of the vitriol being towards the white colonizers, the vitriol being towards their corrupt leaders in their homeland, the vitriol being towards the tribes that undermine their tribe, they want to come whine and bitch and moan and cry to us because we ain't saving them from themselves anymore. So that's what the real issue is.
I have one